All right, welcome back, my dear students. So you might be wondering what in the world is going on, Edwin, with all these thumbnails. Well, this is the thing. I tried putting a BR tag down here, right, on the functions.php on the get slide thumbnails function, a little BR tag right here, and that's what's creating all that. All right, so I'm just gonna save that. So in order for us to actually put a little margin on these thumbnails, we need to do a little bit more CSS to it, a little bit more styling to it. So I'm just gonna add another, uh, actually add width here to my images, because if we do anything else, it's just gonna make a mess. So let's just put a width. We need to put a fixed width on it. Once we put a fixed width on that, and let's make sure that we spell that width right with a D and save it. Enter. All right, now it's gonna look like this. Let's just make that a little bigger, okay? 200 and save. I think that's okay now. All right, you can make it, you know, as big or small as you want. So it's just gonna look like that. All right, so let's go ahead and add another class here that would say slide image and save. Now what I want to do is I want to go back to, and this is in functions, and we are in admin. So let's go to public admin and CSS. And then here we have a style.css, a style sheet, right? And let's go here to, and I don't even think we're using any of these. I think the styles here are for somewhere else. All right. But I'm just gonna leave it there meanwhile. Styles admin. I'm just gonna put this styles admin here, comment. All right, this styles might be there for some reason there. All right, we'll use them later. All right, anyway, let's just paste this here, and what we need to do is actually, and we could actually do this width thing that we did, sorry about that. Here we could do it from CSS. So let's do that with 100 pixels, and then we'll do margin bottom 2 pixels. I think that's fine. Let's take a look and see how that looks now. Save. It didn't do much, and I think I got a feeling, and I know why. Let's just put 5 here. I don't think the CSS is applying, rule is applying to this. So let's right click on it, inspect element. Let's see if it's taking any of the rules that we apply to it. So we can see that here on the right hand side that it is not applying that class that we use to that image. We should be targeting that box outside. All right, so let's see if we target the image. Let's see if it moves. Margin bottom 2 pixels. All right, let's also create a width here, pixel of 100. Let's do 200. And I hope, hopefully you see what I'm doing here. All right, basically I'm just using inspect element on Chrome to do this live here, and this is temporary. Of course, if I refresh, it's not going to be available. So I'm just playing around with the images, and I can see that I can manipulate them and apply this to it, but this class here is not working. So I'm gonna right click and do page source and check out if my style.css is installed, and it's not. All right, so let's make sure that that style.css is actually linked to the admin. We have it here, and we have some styles that we can just comment out right now, because probably something that we're going to be using later, and I included that for, just in case. So let's go to our templates back, and then header. Let's make sure that style .css is included. So I'm just gonna copy that, paste it right below this, and do this style.css. All right, now let's go back to admin, refresh, and you can see now that it is applying now. Right now our images are really too small, right? We need bigger images. So let's go to style.css and let's do, I think 250 would do. All right, there we go. I think that looks good, right? You can separate them a little more if you want. All right, let's do a little bit more margin. I think 10 pixels is fine. All right, you do as much as you want. All right, it doesn't really matter. It depends how you like it, right? So on the next lecture, I think it's time for us to add the functionality of deleting this when we click on it. All right, so as time goes by, of course, we're gonna always keep adding stuff to our e-commerce site and give you guys more knowledge for your time and the money spent on this course if you have uh, spent a lot of time on it. All right, so anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next lecture.